Hey guys, welcome to yet another vlog. It's your girl Sarah Gitao, and I'm back. I'm back on the streets of YouTube. I know it's been a minute. I'm hoping you guys missed me over here. Yeah, although I've never been consistent over here, I'm back, and I really want to put an effort on being consistent on this app. It's a lot of work. I need to put in some effort, and I plan on doing that. I stopped uploading, I stopped doing content because I was trying to find my niche, and I did. I've realized I love showing my life and um, uh, sharing motherhood because I think that is majorly about my life right now. That is like what my life is all about right now. So I'm going to be uploading content around motherhood, parenting, marriage, and traveling. I also want to do heavy to lean more on traveling. So expect bomb videos, cute meals, and all that. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you keep it locked. So today I've come with a very sensitive topic to me, and something that I realized I didn't have when I needed it. I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute. So yeah, there are many people out there, many ladies, or even men, but today I'm going to talk to ladies. There's so many of us out there who end up having kids without having any idea of what to expect, and that happened to me. Mainly because I think for us Africans, our mothers never talked much about such things. Yeah, and so I'm here to talk about those of you who are moms, planning to become moms, or I don't know if you're around that line. So today we're going to do a sit down, and I'm going to be telling you about things nobody told me about becoming a mom at 20. Yes, I had my firstborn at 20. Yep, I was still very much a baby, according to what I felt in during that time. I didn't feel I was ready, but my story is funny actually. I'll give you that story some other time. But yeah, let's talk about things nobody told me about becoming a mom at 20. And the first thing I'll start with is confusion. Yep, I was confused. I didn't know whether I should be happy or sad. I kind of felt like my life is about to just, I don't know, to turn upside down. I felt like I didn't know what to feel, honestly speaking. I did not know what to feel. All I know is I realized I was pregnant and I didn't know what to do with that feeling. And yeah, if you if you're there, if you experience that, if you're experiencing that right now, it's very much normal. It's a new thing. It's a life changing experience, to be honest. And confusion is okay. Confusion is normal. Just make sure you have people around to talk uh, to open up to, people to encourage you, and yeah, you'll be okay. I was confused. I was confused for I think the first 3 months of pregnancy. I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know if I was happy that I'm about to have a baby. I didn't know if I was sad because I felt young and I didn't have my life put together at all. So confusion was one of the first things that I felt the moment I realized I was pregnant. The next thing is during the pregnancy journey now, I felt confined. I felt like life was passing me by because I was young. I was uh, I was just starting to party and all. Every other weekend, I used to be outside drinking heavily and doing all those kind of things. And now all of a sudden, I just can't go partying. I can't take alcohol. I can't smoke. All I have to do is sit. Yeah, because at that time, actually, I didn't sikuwa kazi. I didn't have a job. I wasn't working. So yeah, I felt confined. So if you're feeling that, pretty much normal. You're going to feel that for probably for the rest 9 months. But what I would advise is what I did during that time. I found I looked for movies, things that will keep me occupied, things that will consume my time so that my days could go by fast. I found friends who we could hang out and all that. Most of all, I had my mom. I used to call my mom all the time, all the freaking time. And yeah, that helps me a lot. So if you're there, yeah, you're probably going to feel confined. You're probably going to feel like life is passing you by, which is very much normal. And to be honest, it's it didn't feel good. At first, it didn't feel good because I remember actually the first few months, I still went clubbing and drinking until I realized this is probably going to do damage to my child, and I had to stop. So, yeah, just make sure you have things that occupy your mind. That is the time where you can, I don't know, you can. You can focus on your career, you can do research. During that period of time, if you're not working, you have like all the time in the world to figure things out, to do all the cute, nice things that you want to do. So yeah, feeling confined. The next thing is the hormonal changes. I think the hormonal changes are the ones that made me sick because apparently when you get pregnant for the first time, the body treats it as a, I don't know, as a disease, as a foreign thing that the body fights. So yeah, the first few weeks I was sick. I was sick as hell. I couldn't eat. I didn't want to smell onions. Hey, vitungu, jirani. Yeah, I could smell onions from my neighbor's place, and it used to make me sick. I used to vomit. I stayed in bed literally the whole day. I also had crazy headaches. I felt like I was dying, to be honest. I was so sure something was so wrong with me. I couldn't bend. Anytime I tried to bend, I felt like there were things falling inside my head. And yeah, some people experience this, some people do not. I had crazy morning sicknesses every time I could wake up. And let me tell you, it was the same time every morning. Every morning in the clock saa tisa asubuhi, 3 in the morning, vomit, vomit. I would vomit like nobody's business. I couldn't eat. That is a time where I grew thin. Yeah, I had a very flat tummy. I miss it. Yeah, but anyway, that is the time you will probably feel sick. You're probably going to get sick. Some people don't. Some people have it easy and smooth. And for me, that was the only part. That was the only point in my pregnancy, first pregnancy, that I struggled. Throughout the other pregnancies, even throughout that first pregnancy, I didn't get sick any other points during the first trimester, specifically the first few weeks. So yeah, you're probably going to be sick. Be prepared. The next thing is the body changes. So when you progress toward the pregnancy, when you're approaching, mostly coming to the end of second trimester, your belly starts stretching. As for me, I started seeing my belly. I think because during that time I was so skinny, I noticed my belly will started showing at around 5 months. Yeah, and at that time, I felt like it was cute. Yeah, seeing that kabam. But yeah, that is going to happen. Some people don't have big bellies. Some people show, some people it will start showing even earlier. The experience is different with every other person. But yeah, that is one of the changes you'll also experience, the belly growing. For me, the first pregnancy, I was very careful. I used to oil my body. Please do that. Anytime you feel like itching, una feel kujikuna kuna, please don't itch. Either tap tap, and when you're itching, that is because your skin is probably dry. So you need to have like some oil, coconut oil, butter, those nice butters. Make sure you oil and massage your belly every time you feel that, because if you don't, for most people, you end up having stretch marks. Like when I was pregnant with my second baby, I had crazy stretch marks. They look like somebody cut my belly like this with a knife because they were so deep and big. I didn't take care of myself during that time. So if you want to avoid that, I think that is one of the remedies to do that. So yeah, you'll experience that as the pregnancy grows, as the pregnancy progresses. So be sure to take note of that. The other thing I noted down was transition. The transition from just being a girl to being a mom. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy because as for me, I got pregnant and married. I got married and then pregnant almost the same period of time. And now you're trying to be a wife and you're also trying to be a mom. It wasn't easy. It was exhausting. I felt like I was losing it. I had mental breakdowns severally because I felt like it was too much. And since I was a stay-at-home mom, it's only ideal if you know you get to take care of your husband and your child. And for me, I have a very amazing husband. He used to help me out a lot, but the transition was crazy because your man comes home from work tired. You know, he was there fighting wars and battles for you, making sure you have food on the table. And I used to feel obligated to make sure when he comes home, food is ready. Everything is clean. His clothes that he's going to use for work the next day, everything is arranged and all that. And it wasn't easy, especially because during the day you you're with the baby. Probably if you have a cry baby, yeah, the baby has cried the whole day. Your head is just spinning. You hardly have time to even take a shower, especially for that first baby. You just see like if you pop in that shower, she will fall down. Things go around in your head. You just want to protect that baby at all costs. When he or she cries, you feel like they're going to fall sick. You don't know. It's the thing about, I don't know, being a mom. I couldn't stand even seeing my baby crying. So afadhali, I would have rather sit and just hold her than let her cry for a minute for me to pop in the shower. Yeah, it's that crazy. So yeah, transitioning is probably gonna take a toll on you, but make sure you have a supportive husband, a supportive partner, or even people who are just supportive generally around you, like friends and family. Because during that time, I relied so much on people because I really needed people to talk to. And for my partner, he did play a very big part because even though he used to come home tired from work and used to have early mornings, he could wake up at night and hold the baby for me. So that like I could just sleep for an hour or two. Can you imagine? And I appreciate. I thank God for him so much. So make sure, yeah, the transition is gonna. It for most people it doesn't take a toll on you. Also, you could get a help. For me, I used to have a day bag who used to come, prepare meals and all that, and then leave in the evening. She used to, especially during the first when the baby was newly born, she could help me even wash the baby because I had a severe scar, I couldn't bend much and all that. So you can also find help. You can never have enough help. That is a period of time where you're supposed to accept and embrace any small thing or anyone who's trying to help you. I don't want this video to be long, so I'm going to paraphrase through the rest because most of them are surface level. The next thing is the hunger. I had a boy. We believe that boys breastfeed more than girls. Me, I'm telling you, I used to be hungry. I would wake up at night to prepare something to eat because I couldn't sleep due to the hunger. I was always hungry. 90% of the time, I was hungry. And that baby was 10 times hungrier than me because he was always breastfeeding. And when you latch him, he couldn't let go. So you could sit down and breastfeed for nearly an hour or 30 minutes or more. So expect that. I don't know if it was just my experience, but yeah, I've talked to a few people and most people experience that crazy, crazy hunger. I think because the body is using too much energy to produce, sorry, I think because the body is using too much energy to produce milk. So you end up burning more calories and more, energy. So you end up feeling hungry most of the time. My advice to you is from experience with the other two of my babies. Uh, Drink more fluid and make sure the fluids you're taking are hot or warm drinks. Even just warm water is good. Warm milk, warm fluids. Drink more fluids than um, food intake. Just make sure you eat a balanced diet because that's how I ended up gaining so much weight. I gained over 40 kgs. Yep, I gained over 40 kilos just during the nursing period because I couldn't control my hunger. I ate everything. I even developed cravings. I used to eat chapatis, anything that had wheat and sugar, count me in. I think during that period of time, the body was also looking for a feel good factor. So without knowledge, I ended up feeding it. And yeah, so you're probably going to experience crazy, crazy hunger. The next thing is the insecurities. Yep, your body is going to change. Thank God if your family has good genes, because if you don't, Girl, be ready. Be ready. I had stretch marks even after oiling my body like crazy. I think I got lazy during the third trimester, and that is where I developed crazy, crazy stretch marks. Yep. Let's talk about the belly. After the baby you've delivered, you get left with loose skin. For some people don't experience this. Again, thank God for your good genes if you never experienced this. I was left with a hanging belly, a CS scar. The scar isn't that bad, it's just like a line like this. But yeah, I had like a hanging pouch because the baby stretched out me out real good. Yeah. And I guess my skin doesn't have good elasticity. Again, the genes. So my skin was left hanging and loose. Yeah. After gaining weight, I got stretch marks on my arms, even around this area, on my belly, even my thighs. Yeah, so this is the part where you start, you know, a whole new journey of loving this new person that you've become. But yeah, expect that, and it's beautiful. Later on, in the moment, you won't feel like it because there are insecurities. You'll end up feeling like you need to hide them. But trust me, as you progress and as you learn to appreciate motherhood, you'll end up loving your body. Sooner than later, you will fall in love with it and appreciate it for what it did for you by giving you that baby. The next thing is the libido. Oh, this one people don't talk about. This one people don't talk about. Most ladies don't want, sex after childbirth. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because all the attention and the bond goes to the baby. You end up leaving zero attention for your man. And during this period of time is where sex feels like a job. It feels like a chore that you have to do because you need to take care of your man. Yep, it is your responsibility, and it's something we just never say. We are afraid because kuna hii sijui feminine blah blah blah, that si lazima and all that. This is how men relieve their stress, by the way, if you didn't know. This is how they feel cared for. This is how they feel taken care of. Unless you seek and they get to give you benefit of doubt. But yeah, most people end up losing sexual urge, especially for ladies who delivered normally. I don't know what happens, but yeah, I think we're going to revisit this topic soon on another video so that we can talk about it broadly. And if possible, if I happen to get something, a gynecologist or anyone who can explain to us what actually happens during that period of time. I think it's because of the hormone that uh, helps in production of milk and all that. But yeah, something messy happens around that period of time because you end up losing urge for it. All you want to do is cuddle with your child, and yeah. So yeah, you probably experience that. I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but some people experience that. The next thing is finding balance. Finding balance, especially if you're married and a stay-at-home mom, you have nothing that is occupying your head. And even if you're going to work, the hardest part is always finding balance. Finding balance to being a mom, a wife, and also work. Yeah. So for me, I struggled because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I struggled between being a wife and being a mom because both of these things really need my attention. And sometimes you find leaning more towards one side, especially the baby side. You find yourself wanting to give more care, more attention to the baby, and forget to give attention and care to your man and even to your household. But yeah, with again with the right people, with the right crowd, the right surround yourself with, you know, especially this is the part where you need to surround yourself with mature women who've been in marriage, who have kept their marriages for over 30 years. This is the time where you bond more with your shosho and older aunties because they give you better advice on how to juggle motherhood and being a wife. Yeah, you'll probably experience that. Hi, the other thing is postpartum depression. Yo, guys, I had to find a therapist. It was bad, especially with my second baby. That one took a toll on me real, real good. I ended up being depressed. I used to have mental breakdowns. Thank God for an aunt of mine. So if you're watching this, I thank God for you because this is the person, also a cousin of mine, Maggie, and my sister. those people are just in my corner. Like, they're the people who even right now I will call and rant like nobody's business, because if you don't have people to talk to, I don't know. I don't know. You just need the right circle of friends and family, because, well, postpartum depression is real. People take it as a joke, but it is real. It's real. I had to go through therapy. I didn't finish the therapy though, because at the back of my mind, I feel like hizo ni vitu za wazungu. But yeah, you might end up needing that, because I remember there was a time I had a really, really bad mental breakdown, and I ended up smashing my husband's iPhone. Yeah, so it's that bad. It's bad. I used to feel like I'm losing my mind. I used to feel like sometimes I would even hallucinate. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to hold my baby, because I felt like he's the reason my life is falling apart and all that. And then now, when you feel that, then you feel the guilt. You start feeling guilty. Why do I even feel like this? And it becomes a whole thing, which is not good. Anyway, for that, you first of all need to have a supportive partner who will understand you during that period of time. And you also need to have a circle of people who you can talk to. Those people you can call midnight, saa nane usiku, saa tisa, and they will pick your call and they will listen to you. Yep, you will need those people. Yeah. Last but not least, the joy. We can't just talk about all the negatives. We can't. Let's talk about the joy of being a mom, a parent. Oh my God. Those little human beings, even though at times you just want to swallow them alive, they make you feel so good. Like, for me, my second born centers me. Every time I am angry, I am in my feels, that child will come to me and say, "Mommy, are you feeling sad?" You just forget. You forget all your worries, you forget all your problems, and you're like, oh, let's talk about how good they smell when they are born. Oh my God, take me back. Newborn babies smell so good. If you've held a small baby, you know this. You just want to eat them up. The two moments where you watch them when they're sleeping, the two moments where they start smiling, the moments where they smile in their sleep. Ah, girl, please. Yeah, even though you will experience all those things I've said, you'll also experience the beautiful, breathtaking side of motherhood, because motherhood is beautiful. It is exhausting. It is difficult, let's be honest, but it is beautiful. I don't know how to describe it, but it's beautiful. Imagine bringing up a whole human being and then raising them up. Imagine being in a position whereby you can shape this person to become whoever you want them to be. You can shape them to be really good adults, caring, loving people, God fearing people, or you can shape them to be, whatever you want, which is beautiful. Can you imagine God gave us that responsibility? Just knowing that has already given you purpose in life the moment you become a mom. Hata ukikuwa purposeless, just remember, even when you're feeling depressed and going through postpartum depression, remember this human being needs you. It's a purpose. It's a God-given purpose. Can you imagine? And yeah, the beauty of motherhood does not end there. You will experience it when you see their first steps, their first laugh, their first words, the first time they get to taste food. It doesn't end. It's a continuous journey, and they end up surprising you. Just a reminder: you are good enough as a mom. Never feel less. Never feel like you're failing. You are doing enough. Just strive to do what you can whenever you can. Guys, I'm gonna leave that video here. I can see we've already taken 26 minutes just yapping, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to come back and check my YouTube page out and expect more videos moving forward. I think for starters, now that I'm back, I'm gonna do a little bit of more sit down videos here and there, and then I'm also going to include you guys in my life. So I hope you stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and always coming back to watch more. Ciao, guys. I love you.